All right, on this week's The Lens, it's 90 degrees here in Boston. So we are dressing down to all things summer. So we say grab a lemonade, put on your shades, and let's catch the wave of what's been happening this week in the world. Or as my Frisbee says, surfs up with us. Welcome to The Lens, your faith-based oasis in the media desert. In the media desert. I'm Matt Weber, and it is deep in the heart of summer, so we thought, why don't we let our threads represent our mood? Typically here on The Lens, we are business casual. Today, I would call this summer sophisticated. It looks like even our live studio audience is dressed down today. Hey. Pretty excited. Actually, I wonder what the singular of audience is when only one person shows up. Anyway, Helen, what are you wearing today? Or better yet, who are you wearing today?
I'm not wearing anybody, I'm wearing clothes. So.
Okay.
I'm not Lady Gaga, I don't wear like meat.
Didn't interpret my question the way I'd hoped you had.
How did you want me to interpret it?
Brag about the brands.
Well, I won't tell you what brand I'm wearing.
Name drop.
Because I may not know the brand. I think this is a Brooks Brothers sweater.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
Whoa.
I don't remember what this is. But Mel from the front desk said that she said I looked like I walked out of a J. Crew ad.
Whoa.
But I am not wearing J. Crew. So,
folks,
I'll leave it to you.
Folks, yeah, I'm feeling, I said summer sophisticated. Helen wears this fancy Brooks Brothers J. Crew. I'm wearing like Revere Beach dress down. And Charles, what do we got on over here?
Well, Matt, summer attire, at least that's how you phrased it, was a little vague, so I felt I had to cover all the bases. And of course, because it could be, a lawn party, croquet, that sort of thing, could be a pool party. So, while I do have the Speedo and, my heliotrope calf-length socks with my black wingtips, prepared for anything, a little formality, I thought, with a dash of whimsy here and there, was called for.
That's Charles in a nutshell. Formality with a dash of whimsy. And that's you. I mean, Helen, we were talking about last week, you don't like to be recognized. That's the perfect outfit to be wearing.
Yeah.
Where'd you get those? An optical shop?
Yeah, these are like old lady sunglasses that go over regular prescription glasses.
She's wearing three glasses underneath those.
Yeah, they're very big and protective.
Folks, always talk about what we're wearing brings up an interesting point for me. Sunday, it's summer, it's hot outside, you're at the beach, and you remember, oh my gosh, church! And you throw on your t-shirt and you run to mass and your flip-flops. Is there a dress code for church? You run in there. Everyone looks at you and you're going, are they looking at me because I'm kind of just wearing a crummy shirt and sandals? There's various opinions on what you should wear to church. In this case, Helen, is there a dress code? This is the time-honored tradition.
Yeah, I mean, I think one good rule of thumb is when in Rome, So, and I mean, this wouldn't really apply if you've never been to the church before, but sometimes like different services have a different vibe to them.
Yeah.
So if one of the services is more frequented by like younger people, maybe you could get away with being a little more casual.
Yeah.
Maybe if it's a morning, like a 10 a.m., maybe you do a little bit more. But
And the summer allows for that more casual.
yeah.
I would also argue that you should change that phrase to when in Vatican.
When in Vatican.
Because,
Yeah.
the Catholic
Get
show.
specific.
The Catholic show. Charles, thoughts?
There are legitimate arguments to be made kind of on both ends of this. I mean, on the one hand, hey, we're glad to see you in church. On the other hand, your Anthrax or I'm with Stupid t-shirt perhaps could find a more appropriate venue. And certainly some of the other garments that kind of reach the outer margins of vulgarity, well, perhaps your welcome isn't quite as warm as we might wish it would be.
Yeah, I mean, these are all good points. You're enjoying that drink, aren't you, Helen?
It's delicious.
Kind of wish I had a long straw right now. Well, regardless of what you wear, this summer is a fun time to travel, to explore, and to hopefully still make time for worship. And while on vacation, I consider summer Sundays to be what I like to call days of church tourism. Hey, that's me. In a equally weird hat. where you certainly know what is going on in church, but you're not likely in your home parish, so you may get confused about a few slightly different customs. Now, my home parish, St. Raphael's in Medford, great people there. We know the church tourist because after the Lamb of God, our church does not kneel. We stand. And those out-of-towners, they go down to kneel, and then they double take, and then they stand, and then they kneel, and then they kind of crouch, and then they eventually get the picture. And I say to you, be kind to church tourists, please. We are all of them at one point in our life, so let's remember to be good guides too. Any unique traditions, Charles, about your parish? You guys stand, kneel, anything fun going on?
Well, I wouldn't call it especially unique, but after the dismissal, when the acolytes and the priest have recessed, the organist begins a couple of bars and everybody breaks into the chicken dance.
Yeah.
But nothing special.
Charles, why don't we take down the name of your pastor and where your church is, and we will do the next episode of The Lens live from your church.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Okay, good. Well, speaking of good traditions, while school may be out for some, I have to shine some light on a school that's beaming with positivity, a school that was just notified. They notified me about themselves. They're in Rosendale, Massachusetts. They're called Sacred Heart School, the only full-day year-round Catholic stream preschool in Boston. And you're probably going, what is stream? Well, you've likely heard of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, but they've added 2 new letters. Those letters are A and R. The A stands for art, the R for religion. And I was just speaking with one of their administrators, and he was telling me this is not the just give a kid an iPad and call yourself a STEM or stream school, but they've been really working hard transitioning to a stream school for 4 years now, and this year will be their first year as a stream integrated school curriculum. So good luck to the community of Sacred Heart School. Work far from ordinary. Speaking of ordinary, we are in ordinary time, and this can be the church equivalent of the dog days of summer. So in order to make ordinary time extraordinary, right? You get it? Extraordinary. We're going to double down here. You thought summer clothing was pretty cool? Just wait until you see us go even further. Boom! I've got a mustache now. And while it may be random, it is prompt to take the ordinary and add some sizzle to it. Right, Helen?
You mean like this?
Yes, exactly like that. Do something different in your life. Disrupt your faith life. Go be a church tourist. Learn some new prayers. Dress up in a fancy dress for church, or grow a mustache. Look, even our live studio audience is getting in the spirit of this. He grew a mustache. Charles, is this not like the best moment of your life right now?
It's so beautiful. It's like looking in a mirror.
Well, folks, more Far From Ordinary show when we come right back.